Hello again and welcome back for another stamping technique video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do heat embossing. Heat embossing is one of those things that a lot of people find intimidating. I used to be one of those. A lot of people think it's messy or difficult. Hopefully after today's video we'll get rid of some of those feelings that you might have. What you'll need to do this technique are of course a stamp, some cardstock, Versamark ink, embossing powder, and a heat gun. We're going to start by taking our stamp and just inking it up in the Versamark ink and then stamping it on our cardstock. I'm going to repeat that a couple of times. Now you're going to take some kind of a dish. I'm going to be using one of the pans from the Stampin' Up! Embossing helpers. Sprinkle your embossing powder over the stamped image that you've just done. Make sure you've got it covered really well. You've got a pan under it to catch the excess. I just kind of go underneath it and tap it a little bit with my finger. If you've got any stray powder, you can just rub it away. Now we're going to heat it with our heat gun, and I'm going to heat from underneath, that way you can get a better view of the change when it happens. And it takes it just a few minutes for the paper to warm up and the powder to warm up, but you'll see the color change in a minute. There we go. And you'll see that beautiful gold start coming through. And you've probably seen embossing like this on wedding invitations. And there we have our beautiful golden hearts that we've embossed. Now this works really well if you happen to have the right color of embossing powder. But what if you don't? Let's say that I want to stamp this stamp and I want it embossed in red. Well, you can do that. All you need is your Versamark ink again and one of our Stampin' Up! Classic ink pads in the color that you want. I'm going to be using the Real Red. And you'll need clear embossing powder. Now the way you do this is you ink it up in the Versamark just like we did before, and then you ink it again in the classic ink, and then you just stamp it on your cardstock just like you were doing regular stamping. Then I like to clean my pad with just a baby wipe or something if I'm going to use it again, and I repeat the Versamark, Real Red, clean it again, one more time in the Versamark, and the Real Red, and now we're ready to heat emboss. We're going to add our clear embossing powder this time, the same way that we did a minute ago. I've got a little pan ready. My ink out of the way. Just going to tap it on over the image again, making sure that I've got it covered. And with the pan underneath it, you don't really have to worry about how much you've got on there because it'll catch all the excess and you put it right back in the jar and use it the next time. Tap it off again. Now we're going to heat it. And you should see those beautiful red hearts start to come through. Just like that. Top. And there you have your beautiful embossed, you can kind of see how shiny they are when I tilt it in the light, hearts. So hopefully now you'll know that heat embossing is not that difficult and it can add an elegant, beautiful touch to your stamping projects. Hope to see some of your projects online. Thanks, and I'll see you again next time.